video games, anime, vampire titties. Oh, you better believe I'm on that shit like white people on welfare, baby. Castlevania, the dark medieval fantasy series on Netflix based on the lore of the Castlevania video games from Konami. Konami? I don't know, man. We follow the story of Dracula. That's right, the Dracula, as he's on his quest with his minions of darkness to crush all of mankind for doing some sucker shit. And I'm gonna be completely real with y'all. Mankind kinda deserve it at this point after looking at the developments of the last year and a half and shit. Y'all niggas out here buying up all the motherfucking toilet paper, filling up trash bags with gasoline and shit. Some of y'all niggas is stupid and shit. Y'all niggas need to go. Just take them out, Dracula. But season 4, we in this bitch. Let's talk about what I liked. Blacknificent love. Considering I've watched a bunch of anime in recent weeks, this has made it to one of my all-time favorite joints. This shit is fire. Honestly, the whole Castlevania series is an amazing roller coaster ride. The story is very, very intriguing, very immersive. You find yourself at the edge of your seat, wondering what will happen next. It is a star cast of very, very intriguing characters who are not only humorous, but insightful at times. You feel the energy between the characters when they talk. The jokes, the little anecdotes is very, very well done. A very, very likable cast of characters. The way they pick at each other. That nigga Isaac is cold. Thank y'all for giving us a very strong black character. The voice acting is great. I feel the emotion. I feel the connection through these characters in their humor, the way they speak, the way they interact. It was just very, very well done. Stellar performance by all the voice actors as well. The plot development on the characters are amazing. You don't just 1 second have a new character and don't give a fuck about them. Not talking shit about a certain anime I just reviewed. Yasuke. Oh, I'm sorry. I just happened to cough when I talk about bullshit animes like Yasuke. Fuck that shit, man. That shit was garbage. The animation is amazing. The sound is amazing. The soundboard is fire. They pulled classic sounds from the Castlevania games for this. One of the things that I really did like, I really liked that our heroes are vulnerable. It's a trope that we don't get too often in animes nowadays. They usually follow the formula of I'm this innate, talented character and I got some potential that I used to defeat someone stronger than me. But wait a minute, that wasn't the strongest pimp, so now he gotta go train so he can beat up the other stronger pimp. But then again, there's another high pimp above that. And you know, at the end of the day, we know Goku gonna win. What you gonna do, Goku? Spirit Bomb, Kamehameha. We know Goku gonna motherfucking win, but that shit's boring, man. This shit is good because at several points throughout this, I felt that we could have lost one of the main characters, and it kept me on the edge of my seat, and I appreciate that. The action is next level. The action on this is very good. Ooh, the animation is next level. It's all very, very well done. The plot development and pacing is great as well. Another great thing about this is you can watch this without knowing much about the lore of Castlevania. The story is told so well that you don't need to play the video games to enjoy this series. And quite frankly, after watching the entire series on Netflix, I kind of want to go back to play Castlevania to know more about the characters, to know more about the lore, to maybe catch the Easter eggs and the enemies and the bosses that will fall. I feel like there's a lot I missed out on, and I know it was very, very well done because I actually want to go back and play the video game now. But now that I said all that nice shit, let's get into some motherfucking hate. Hey. Honestly, there's not much I hate about this anime. It's a very well done animated series. If I was to hate, and this is me nitpicking, please do not come at me crazy in the comments. I felt like the pacing at the beginning of the 4th season was a little bit slow, but I think it was necessary to build on the story, to reflect on the characters, to see where they started and where they're at now, to understand the new ambition from these new characters that were introduced as well. It was slow, but you were greatly rewarded for it in the end. mind. Another thing I ain't like, the fact that they was just cussing all the time. It felt like when you was a little kid and parents ain't around and shit, so you just be fucking cussing because you can fucking cuss and shit now. It was a little bit distracting, but yet again, I am nitpicking and talking about some shit that I found distracting. And let's be real, people with intelligent minds don't have to use profanity. Only people with small minds say stuff like fuck and shit and bitch ass. So you bitch ass motherfuckers need to stop talking that shit. You hear me? Dumbass motherfucker. Another thing I ain't really like, and I'm keeping this spoiler free, there was a big reveal at the end of the series that they slightly hinted on at the beginning and not much else was mentioned. So I was just kind of like, oh, so that's what that was. It was a little bit distracting, but then again, this is just me nitpicking shit, you know? I gotta throw a little bit of hate. Let the hate flow through you. Another thing I ain't like, this nigga Alucard. How this nigga Alucard, the softest, toughest nigga I ever seen in my life. This nigga look like he a missing member of the Spice Girls and shit. Another thing I ain't like, the fact that I gotta pray extra hard for my immortal soul after enjoying this anime. Vampires, blood and gore, monsters, and a bunch of other shit that gonna make you say your prayers late that night and tell God that you were sorry for watching this motherfucking anime. Jesus Lord, forgive me. I don't mess with the occult. I don't mess with none of that same shit. Lord Father, forgive me. Blacknificent waiting. I'ma have to get this. A 4.5. Actually, it is probably a 5 out of 5. I enjoyed it. It has skyrocketed itself into one of my all-time favorite shows. At not one point was I bored watching this. I was always compelled to watch the next one. I binged the entire series in like 2 days. They just did an amazing job. I felt it ended at a right place where it could propel into something else, but if it didn't, I wouldn't be mad because you do have a very, very well put together 4 seasons of Castlevania. I think you will enjoy it. It's just a very, very high octane, well put together, well paced, interesting characters, great plot development, and my God, the action is on point in this shit, man. There's just some scenes on here that is just like, woo! Ric Flair, baby. Castlevania. Yeah, go check that shit out, man.